Hey everybody, this is Brandon from Sparksmith, and today we're going to talk about our new S7 LED headlight bulbs. Now the previous generation, the S9s, was a great bulb, had like 3600 lumens, about 30 watts, and a nice crisp 6500 Kelvin, kind of pure white with a slight hint of blue to it type of color, and these have worked really well. And the thing that sold us on selling these in the first place was, you know, the good quality construction, but also the 5-year warranty that these came with. And that was something that I hadn't found from any other bulb on the market. But as technology progresses, you know, things get slowly better and better. And so now we've got the S7, comes with your little installation guide. We're going to look at the H11 version of the S7. Now you can notice obviously a couple of differences. It's a little bit more robust. The fan and heat shrink are a little bit better. We've got some more serrations to it, so it's going to have better heat dissipation. The drivers are a little bit bigger. You've still got that 6500 Kelvin pure white color to them, but these have almost twice the output at 6000 lumens and around 50 watts of power. So it's a much brighter bulb in about the same form factor. And we have found actually that these have outperformed some HID bulbs in projector style headlights. Now projector style headlight, I mean, this is from like a 2015 Toyota Tacoma. This kind of round glass eyeball looking thing in there is the projector, and that's going to be your low beam. A lot of cars, especially nowadays, are starting to come with these, but they come with halogen bulbs from the factory. Not ideal, but the H11 in particular is a fairly simple installation. Some vehicles you can do it without removing the headlight. Sometimes Fords and new Grand Cherokees and stuff like that, you got to remove the entire headlight assembly just to get to it. However you do it, when you get to the back of it, you'll see in most cases you want, when you finish installing it, you want what I call the blade, this part, to be perfectly vertical so the chips are shooting directly out the sides. So if you put it in there and kind of lock it in place, you can use the wire as a reference point. So if that's at the bottom or at the top, that means that the blade is perfectly vertical. So that's how you want that sitting in there. The real key to that is to test it out. Sometimes you'll have to make some adjustments on these, and you can rotate it a little bit one way or the other and see what gives you the best output. We'll go put this on the test rig over there and see how that output changes. Based on this, we'll also do a little comparison to the original S9 bulbs. Okay, so we've got our S9 bulb in this Toyota Tacoma headlight now, and you can see we've got it at 12 volts, about 2.3 amps, which equates to about 24-25 watts. If you look on the aiming wall here, you can see it's got a nice color to it. If we take our flux meter, the highest number, if you kind of slowly move it around, I'm getting 970, appears to be about the peak. And this is lux reading, so it's not lumens, this is lux. Which are two different things, but so we'll say 970. And what that tells you is just that gives you a point of comparison. So next I'll stick in the S7 bulb and we'll see how much brighter it is. Okay, with the S7 in, you can see it is actually maxed out my power supply here. So it went down from 12 to 9 volts, which means it's pulling more power than what this can actually supply. So even at 9.5 volts, 3.5 amps, so up around 40 watts. It's rated for about 50 watts. So I'm going to put it on a slightly heavier power supply so that we can get a true reading of the brightness. Okay, we've got the S7 hooked up to a bigger power supply now. So again, you can see it's got, we'll get some side-by-side pictures of these so you can kind of see the difference, but I can already tell that it's got a wider spread to it. We'll put the meter on it and just kind of move it around the hot spot here. And immediately you're in like the 1600 range. So, you know, you're a good 70% brighter than what we had before. So 1670 is about the brightest I'm seeing. So you're comparing a lux reading in the 900s to a lux reading in the 1600s. So you can see this is definitely a much brighter bulb. And if you watch the beam pattern, one of the things I wanted to talk about was the rotation of the bulb and how important it is. You can see right now the bulb is perfectly vertical, but if I rotate it so that the chips are shining up and down or, you know, off to the sides, you can see it changes the pattern quite a bit. So once you get your bulbs in, whatever style it is you have, you want to have like a garage door or something like that where you can have a nice vertical surface where you can play around with the beam pattern and get the best output that you can get from these bulbs. Because a lot of times we've had people complain about it and say, well, these things aren't any brighter than a halogen bulb. Well, that could be because the projector's no good. It could be the reflective coating is worn off on the inside. Some of the Toyota Camrys are real bad to do that. Or it could just be that the bulb isn't lined up properly, and so you could have it, you know, or if somehow it's not seated properly, like you can see on the wall there. If I was to pull the bulb out just a little bit, so if it's not seated properly, you can see the output completely goes away once you get even just a couple of millimeters beyond the focal point. So the optics do play a big role in these things. One other thing I wanted to mention on these, in the S7 there was a little set screw here, so if you needed to adjust the base to get the bulb in the right orientation, you have to unscrew it, move it, rescrew it, lock it in place and see if you got it right. And it was a back and forth kind of thing. The S7s are more of a friction fit, and so you can actually clock it without moving the base at all. So if you need to remove the bulb, you can just leave the base in your headlight and pull the bulb out. If you need the base to come out with it, just turn it counterclockwise and then keep going, and the base will come out with the bulb, and then you can just seat it right back on there so that when you go and install it, it's right back where you need it. So there you have it, the new S7 bulbs, which I'm completely in love with because they're so bright. As I mentioned, we have actually replaced some HID kits with these bulbs and they've done better. And you still have that 5-year warranty. So if you can find somebody that does a better warranty than that, please tell us, because I'm all about having things that last and good quality products that are worth your hard-earned money. And we want this to be one of those. So check them out. If you got questions about fitment or installation tips or anything like that, please hit us up, support@sparksmith.com. Thanks.